though. That's hard.
Yo, Joe.
Yo.
You know we get into it. Let's be blunt. Let's get into it.
You already?
Alright.
Okay, y'all, let's get into it. Welcome to the third episode of Being Blunt. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe this video. Let us know your feedback, what you want to hear, what's your opinion. My name is Jay. I'm here with
Monty.
It's your boy Breeze.
It's Money Joe.
Bree.
Okay. Now, for the first topic of the day, we got Danny Lee and the baby. So, who want to spill the tea? Pretty much everybody already knows, but who want to give the breakdown?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody already heard about it, seen it. You know, it was all the social media platforms, and in that situation, I honestly feel like bro is a clown for that. Like, you know, I don't condone to it. I don't know what happened, but the way he went about it is just like he looked like a cornball.
Yeah. For anybody that don't know, basically the baby kicked his baby mother out on Instagram Live in the middle of the night with the baby, with her baby. I hate that name, with their baby. Why? I don't know. Do y'all know why he did that? Like, what was the cause of it?
He the only one that know why.
Okay.
Yeah, he ain't say
So
why.
yeah, for an unknown reason, and pretty much embarrassed her, was calling her the side chick and all that other stuff. I agree. I feel like he looked stupid for that. Like, that was very unnecessary, especially putting it on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Corny.
Yeah, I feel like regardless of what happened at the end of the day, you loved her at one point. So for you to sit there and try to embarrass somebody, that's corny.
Yeah, I just feel like she wasn't really like at the level of being his side chick because he used to post her videos kissing. I love you.
I said that was the
more?
side chick.
You're not doing that to no
He
side chick,
said
bro.
that's the side chick.
But it's a little different when you got money. Like, we thinking about it in just the average person's mind. But when you got money to blow, you can do that and you can still consider somebody a side chick.
Does your side chick live with you?
You have babies with
Can
side
be.
chicks?
Nah, then what's the definition of a side chick?
I ain't know you-
Yeah.
Because
I ain't know
if
you
your
supposed to
side
get the
chick can live
chick
with you,
thing.
then where's the main living?
You're not
Confused.
posting your side chick on social media neither.
Exactly.
But
That's a
wait, did
side
he
chick.
even have a main chick to call her a side chick? Like, where did this come from? Did it come from like back when he was in a relationship with his first baby mother? Like,
Nah,
how
I
did
think
this
he was messing with other
establish?
girls first, maybe, but they came out like out of the blue. It was like, I think it was after, like right after he broke up with his other baby mother, then kind of got with Danny, I think,
Mhm.
or it might have been a period of time in between. Either way, he wasn't out publicly with nobody, so clearly that was your girl.
It was
capping.
I feel a little. I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to this situation, only because everyone know how the baby is. Like, he's proven himself or shown his real character multiple times, and that's not saying that doesn't give him a reason to treat her the way that he did. However, when somebody is showing you the real them, you have to pay attention to that. At some point, he's going to revert back, whether he treated you nice or not. It's gonna come back around. Like, y'all remember when he slapped that girl in the face for trying to take a picture of him? Like,
Nah, he's doing too
he's
much.
crazy.
See, I feel like she definitely got to take a little bit of accountability because it's like
Yeah.
you knew who he was. Like, and I don't know why she thought she was going to change him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I also feel like, I don't know. So like, because men have history. I feel like all men have a history of being an asshole at some point in their life. So does that mean that because he was an asshole in his past, that no one's supposed to ever give him a chance? I feel like men are a different person. The person he was on social media, the little bullshit we seen him doing, probably wasn't the same story he was feeding her.
But it wasn't about him being an ass. It was about him being blatantly disrespectful to women. He don't value
Period.
women.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of men don't. But they have relationships. So if a man in his past had no respect for a woman, does that mean that no girl is ever supposed to date him ever in the history of women? Like,
Not if you want to be sane, not crying at night.
His disrespect was on a total different level than what other men disrespect is. Like,
or maybe he was
It's
just
the
in
way he
limelight.
went about it. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't
He
have
called
to
the cops
put
on
it on the internet.
Like, you call the cops?
Yeah,
Yo, she
the way
was
he went
too
about it.
calm. Like, she was too calm. I would be tight.
But I'm kind of happy this came out, you know, on live and social media platforms and went viral, so the ladies can see, like, if you ever be put in that position, you'll know how to handle it. Like she never been put in that position. So a man telling you to get out, and it's like you don't want to leave because you really don't have nowhere to go. Like you gave him so much power and authority. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like a relationship supposed to be a partnership. It's not supposed to be, all right, I need you and you need me. Like if I'm in a relationship, I'd rather it be like, all right, say if we separate, I know you'll be good and I'll be good. But we come together, it's just a plus. Our relationship is a plus. You're a plus in my life. Not, oh, if something go left and I want to kick you out, you homeless, you and a baby.
But so
She
do you
gave
You know
him
what I'm saying?
money.
So do you feel like she was too dependent upon him?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
gave him
That
too
man
much
was like, get out
control.
my house.
Mhm.
And it's like, she
But
didn't
she
want
said
to
that
leave.
she
Like, she
had
was worried.
she went with her family, right?
Shit, you going with your family? Why you can't go
She
to your
just ain't
own
have
crib?
nobody in that particular place. I don't know where he live at, but
And then he was saying he was gone for 2 weeks. He like, I went on the road for 2 weeks and came back. You still in my house.
I have your
So it's
child.
like-
Yes, I could be in whatever house I want to be in. The fuck.
Yeah, I feel like the way he went about it. At the end of the day, whether or not you want to deal with her, she's still the mother of your child, bro.
Mhm.
And so it's like a level of respect. I don't care how like me and a baby mother could go back for back, like always arguing, but at the end of the day, I'ma still respect it to a certain degree because
you
she
have to.
she
Mhm.
carried my child.
And if she don't have nowhere to go, and let's say she's in another city or another state or whatever, and you know that, I don't give a fuck what you got going on. She gonna have to stay there. Like if I was a man or if I had somebody with my child and they living with me and we're not getting along right now, I'm not gonna kick you to the curb because I don't want you no more because my baby goes with you. So for him to even feel comfortable to call the cops and send her out to the wolves, not knowing where she's gonna be, and she has your 3-month-old baby,
Mhm.
that's ridiculous. I don't give a fuck how you feel about her. Whether it was 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, if she don't have nowhere to go, she don't have nowhere to go.
Mhm.
And she should always have a place at his house. So regardless of the situation, he was fucked up for that, and he's a clown. And I hope none of these bitches fuck with him.
So y'all think if she go back, everybody gonna judge her?
Yeah,
Hell
she can't do
yeah.
nothing.
She cancel.
She cannot go
So
back.
she can't go back. It's over.
It's
Everybody
over.
go back.
She
Yeah, I was
back.
about to say it's a
No.
lot of females that
Everybody
go
go
back in situations
back.
like that.
But
bro.
that's crazy. Like he
No.
put you
She
on
barely has somewhere to
live.
go. You think she gonna go back?
He
But you-
really recorded you and
He
called
put
the
you on
cops.
You got to look
Right.
at it like this though. The only difference between that and other situations is they're famous and it was publicized. You know how many females that's not famous or
That's
that didn't
gonna go
happen on
back.
live went right back, probably
Mhm.
in worse conditions than that.
Right.
Like the male probably put his hands on it, trying to kick out and all of that, and he still find a way back. It's just due to the fact that it got publicized. They're famous. Why it has so much like controversy behind it.
Yeah, but in that case, you famous, so you got to make better decisions than the rest of us, baby. We don't got nobody watching us, okay? So I feel like
she can't go back though.
she can't.
Mm-mm.
They're gonna clown her.
Yeah, once you, I feel like once you reach disrespect to that extreme or that level, it's no coming back. He would do that again.
Mm-hmm.
She can't go back.
And sadly, she's probably going through like postpartum depression. Like it's a lot after you give birth. Like
Right.
it's your emotions are everywhere. So for him to just do that, that's just
To the mother of
just
your
don't
child,
care.
like, that's not just some girl. Like she had your whole kid. You was on live kissing her, telling you love her.
He was
That-
on boat rides buying her. What was he buying her? Cars, gifts. I don't
Brought the
know.
whole
Yeah.
family out. Like that's
why
not
that
a
whole
side chick.
that's why that whole. I feel like
I'm
it's just
still
a
confused,
facade.
bro. What's the side chick? Tell me what's the side chick, Joe.
Honestly, in this day
I'm
and
an
age,
old
I
head,
don't know.
so-
But
bro.
do you have to have a main
Yeah.
to even?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose.
So
of
who?
the
So,
side chick.
so who was his main?
I guess his
It
first
was her.
baby
She was
mother.
a side enemy.
You know niggas love their first
why I
baby
asked
mother.
that. That's why I'm
Yeah.
saying that, because how would she decide if it was no main or?
Well, I guess she was the main, and he
That's
went
what I'm
out
saying.
over
So
the
it didn't
road.
really make the terminology that
found
makes
a
sense.
different
The
man.
only thing that makes sense to me because his first baby mother got into it with her, and from there a lot of people were saying like Danny was subbing his first baby mother when they were together or whatever.
With that whole yellow bone line.
No, even before, like they would go back and forth on
Mhm.
Twitter, and then she made that song or whatever.
So did you feel like that song was really that offensive?
Yes,
I'm not gonna
What was the
front.
song
I
again?
don't think it was
I
that
didn't even
deep.
hear the
I
song.
I
What
do.
was the
She
line?
basically she said something about he prefers yellow bones, which
Oh,
is light
shit.
skinned girls. But I only say that because I feel like so many females have made songs about being brown skinned or being light skinned. It's just like why when she say it's a problem when females say that all the time.
Because it wasn't necessarily like a song to encourage or uplift someone. It was like a song to retaliate in regards to his first baby mother, because the baby and his first baby mother, they were still together while Danny Lee, whatever her name is, was coming into the situation. That's when she made that song to try and get underneath her skin. And I think that's why the baby was calling her his side chick, because originally he was with his first baby mother. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Either way, if I'm a side chick and I get all that, I'll be a side chick then. I don't give a fuck.
Dang, I don't know what's
Like,
that
I don't want you regard at this point. You don't need to be no chick, but if you're gonna be a chick, at least the side chick come with a house.
I'm not moving with you though. Not if
But
you're
I wouldn't
moving like
move with you.
that.
Yeah, no.
I think you gotta move smart. If you know that you're a side chick, you can't get all of your feelings wrapped up in this man. Like, you have to be smart about it. And like what you say, you have to take accountability for things when it goes left.
But I feel like he also could have been selling her a dream. Like,
a lot of
That's
niggas
what it
would
looked
go for
like
that.
to me.
yeah,
That's what it looked
like
like on both
wait, like
buying
we
cars.
see it as everybody see who he is on the media, but he could have been doing all these things and changing for her and all that. So she probably thinking like, oh, he's really becoming this better person. So and behind closed doors, he's a whole different person. She probably was taking that person, and then they came back to the light. He just showed who he really is.
But then again, you know they famous. Sometimes in situations like this, I think that a lot of times it's a publicity stunt.
Nah,
behind it.
that
One
wasn't
of them
though.
about to drop an album.
Like, you never know.
Ain't nobody listening to the baby shit, so don't even drop shit. 'Cause we not gonna listen.
Nah, he can't. He
He's
got canceled
canceled.
too many times.
Yeah,
this year.
he's out.
He gets
is
canceled
out.
and brought back
y'all
every
know how
week.
the community does.
But you got to look at it like when they get canceled out, is controversy behind their name, so they're a trending topic. They're always talked about.
Right.
So they're always going to be relevant because they're always talked about.
But they're not going to get any deal. They're not going to get any labels to back them up. Like, they're not going to get their real money.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You lost a lot of female followers.
Yeah, I feel like the stuff that he was getting canceled for was kind of like that's deep. It wasn't just little stuff like
He be doing the most. He be talking about the
Like, I feel like with-
LGBTQ
like for
He
community.
didn't even really say I'm not
No,
even gonna
don't
speak
even
on
say
that.
anything.
Yeah,
You
I'm
about to
not
get
even-
canceled.
No, but like-
I can't cancel
Bro,
my boy.
he
What
didn't
happened?
even
Hold it
really
down.
say nothing. Wow, bro. He was just like, what did he say? If you don't got HIV or AIDS,
Oh
or do
yeah,
not
I'm
put your hands up.
But
That's
why
not
would you
nothing.
say that?
That's
That's
not
different.
nothing wild.
I'm
though.
pretty
But
sure
didn't he
Tupac
associate
said
it
that
with,
back
like,
in his.
Didn't he associate it with something else, like the gay people or something like that?
I don't even think
Nah.
he didn't say
Yes.
nothing about gays or
Yeah, he
anybody.
just
He just
said-
said that.
Don't
something
suck
about
no
gays.
dick
I
in
feel
the
like he
parking
did
lot.
something.
Like, what
He was
say?
like, if you unless
you
you,
suck your dick in
yeah,
the
he said
parking
unless you
lot.
sucking dick, don't. He
He
said
did.
something about niggas though, like gay something. He said something.
He said
about being
something
gay.
about being
So the
gay.
word gay came out of his mouth.
No, it was
No.
something like sucking dick or something like that. Like
Yeah,
he
I
he
said
wouldn't say-
something.
gay.
he just said this generation is too sensitive. That's
Yeah,
all.
But if Tupac would have did it,
It would
no
have been.
problem. Because you know Tupac was talking grimy on that mic back in his day, saying
And
whatever
you know
he
what?
wanted.
I think that he was talking about somebody. Like, I feel like he was being subliminal to somebody without saying their name.
It's
Like, I
just
feel like
this
he was trying to
generation
call
too
somebody
sensitive.
out, and it just
Backfired?
left. Yeah.
Either way, he be doing too much. This
He's
nigga
weird.
he done killed somebody in Walmart. He done
Self
smacked.
defense. It was
Yeah,
self defense.
Yo, he do too much. Like he always on.
He smacked that girl hard too.
There's another video. He like was roughing up a boy that worked at a hotel because he kept recording him.
His
Like
daughter.
he took him
He said
in
he
the
don't
chair,
like
threw
no
him
Nah,
in the
nah,
chair.
that's
But I feel
respectful.
like
That's
that's
respectful though.
my
That's
daughter.
respectful though. You with
But
your
he
kid.
feels like
No.
everything is supposed to be
That's
respectful.
the only one I feel like he might get a pass for that because
Yeah,
like
it's
Even
that
when he
one.
killed bro in
recording people up
Walmart,
there,
He
he's
was with his
somewhere with his daughter. and-
he's protecting his family.
He-
When he was in Walmart, he's
he-
protecting his family.
He needs to have security guards.
Exactly,
That's
'cause
it.
you doing too
like,
much.
you have too much money to not be walking
He
around
try
with
to be his
security
old
guards.
security. I don't need security.
So
Don't need
speaking
security in
of
the club.
niggas and they fucking toxic habits, for my ladies, what are y'all non-negotiables to avoid having a baby type of baby father?
Disrespect. I don't do disrespect.
Yeah, I was gonna say like playing your
In what form?
hands, physical,
There's a lot of different ways.
That's
to
one of them.
disrespect somebody.
emotional, mental, physical abuse, any type of abuse like that. Just you can't.
That just
I
rub you the
can't-
wrong way.
Yeah, I
It's a
can't.
non-negotiable. So you could be in love with somebody and they do that and it's over.
Yes.
What about you?
Yeah.
Same thing.
What is it? Physical?
But there's a
Oh,
lot.
we not
of
doing
forms of
domestic violence.
Yeah,
disrespect.
that's a
we-
lot. So let's get into it. We
Y'all
got-
need to
we
choose
got
one.
three
Make it
ladies up
hard.
here.
I'm gonna make it
Mhm.
hard. Choose one form of disrespect that is like no.
Physical.
Yeah,
Physical
I was
abuse.
gonna say
domestic
physical.
violence. I
Okay.
can't
So
do it.
y'all all gonna pick physical.
No.
Ain't no other.
Since they said that, I'm something else. Let me think. Non-negotiable. You.
A form of disrespect.
No, it's not a form of disrespect. It's just my non-negotiables.
Mm.
My non-negotiables will probably be somebody who is not like, oh my god, why can't I get my words together? Who has fucked up priorities? Like that's a non-negotiable because
They don't
they're
got their shit
disrespect
together.
for me too, but I'm gonna be different. So my just so we can mix it up. What's it called? What did I just say? I don't know what's going on in my brain today.
What you
Priorities.
drinking in that cup?
Priorities. I don't know. It's a smoothie.
It's in that
y'all,
cup.
I'm tired.
See
So
a cup.
priorities. I feel like when somebody is thinking like if I'm dating a guy and he's worried about how he looks rather than how much money he has in his pocket, or if you know what club he going to on the weekend and he don't have a car, or what shoes he gonna buy next and he
It's a
don't have a
clown.
job, I'm gonna be
Mhm.
confused. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I'm really confused. That's a non-negotiable. I can never in my life be with somebody who don't know what the fuck they doing. Like, no. Because then if you settle down with them, they're gonna be like the baby. They worried about fucking the next bitch when you got a 3-month-old baby here and you focused on kicking me out so you could go be with the next bitch. Like that's no
So
priorities.
basically, don't be a the baby.
Exactly. Don't no physical, emotional abuse, and don't be a bum. Fucked up priorities. What about men? What are y'all non-negotiables?
I would have to agree with the priorities, like because females do the same thing.
The most high is just priorities. Like, what's your most high?
That's my most.
Now, I would have to go with priorities, or not being a hoe. But I'm gonna really go with the priorities though, because at the end of the day, the priorities is what's gonna hold us down in the future. Like if we come together and get married or etc., have kids, have a family, try to build a foundation.
Mhm.
Because if she want to go out clubbing and every night and don't have a job, or is working at McDonald's or some shit like that, and she's settling for that because
I
she's
don't
getting
think-
by.
I don't think that's your high though.
What would y'all be then?
I ain't gonna tell him what his high is.
I don't think that's his high. Like,
Well,
so your girl could cheat, loyalty, faithfulness. We talking about having shit in order.
All right, so you'll take a female that's like a bum.
She gonna be fucking with me. She ain't gonna be a bum. I'm gonna get her right.
No, you adding
You ain't
factors.
gonna- you're not just gonna let her be a
reaching, bro.
bum.
You
Talking about
reaching.
in a
Not gonna let her be a
relationship.
bum.
Are we talking about in a relationship or
Like, what you
It could
not
be
gonna
either one,
accept?
just a non-negotiable. If it happens, I'm not debating over it. It's not.
Bro,
an
we wouldn't
excuse,
even
it's all.
got that far if she was a bum though. To be
You
honest,
know you
Let me
adding
even
factors
know.
though.
Yeah.
No, you adding too
I'm
much.
putting it to real life. Like, I'm putting it to real life.
No, just what's your number one thing that you're not changing? Like, I don't do this. Someone loyalty? Are you kidding me? You lying because last episode we was talking about cheating and you said I might let it slide. depending on what it is.
Depends.
Contradicting
Dang.
itself.
It's
Contradicting itself.
different forms of cheating.
Nah, look.
Now, if your shorty come home pregnant, then what?
Oh, I'm out.
Alright, like, it's
But
different
that's-
forms of
That's
cheating.
priorities. Why are you worried about fucking somebody else when you have a relationship?
That
you need
all
to be
falls
focused on?
under priorities, bro.
Oh yeah,
Like
Yeah.
you should prioritize our relationship.
Exactly. So loyalty is what you sticking with?
Mhm.
All right, we got disrespect, priorities, and loyalty.
And domestic violence.
Damn.
Yeah.
So like, what type of like? Okay, I don't want to be ignorant, so I'm gonna word this as.
nope, be blunt.
That's what we do.
All right, so like y'all say physical, but what are like your boundaries with that? So like if a guy push you or something, is that like
touch me.
no, I'm done, or does it have to literally be like slamming you or
It
punching? You?
depends. It depends on like the circumstances of the argument. If it's like a little like shove, like get out my way type, like if I'm standing in front of him and he like get out my way, I'm trying to leave or do something, there I'll let it slide. But if he put his whole force into me
Pushing you?
flying across the room,
That's
I
cat.
can't.
She
No.
cat.
No. He said I flew her a few times.
You, money.
But I
How
don't.
shove is it like?
No,
Bruh,
no.
females be liking that shit.
Yeah,
I know.
They like that shit.
It
When you
depends.
argue, you put your hands on
They
them.
like, yeah, that
Don't-
shit turn them on.
I feel like the only
like
thing
that.
men should do is defend themselves in the sense of if a female is hitting you, you just don't hit back, but you just like rough them up or stop them. I don't think that you should ever, because you know how strong you are. I don't think you should ever physically harm them, punch them, slap them. But I also feel like nobody should be hit. I don't think
Right.
women should hit men. I don't think men should
I
hit women.
agree.
I don't think
Mhm.
anything should ever get physical.
I agree.
So, but I might take a little push. I might take a little shove, like.
Well, that
Cause
nigga just dope by
sometimes we
himself.
really just react. I'm not gonna front. Like you might find something and just smack the shit out them while they sleeping. Like who told you to text
Mhm.
that? So
Shit, that shit happened to me before.
yeah,
I got slapped out of my sleep. I ain't gonna lie
Damn.
to you.
You wake
shit
up
fucked
like-
me up.
Damn.
That
That
nigga
happened.
woke up.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
He's mad.
So for y'all, is that something that's on your list? Maybe not your top one, but if a girl hits you, or is that's like I don't give a fuck.
It depends
I don't
on
really
like,
care.
cause some females be dragging it. If you about to sit here and just keep hitting me, I don't like that. Cause for not for
So
real,
don't
Nah.
like
I'm
it.
not gonna physically, I'm not gonna punch you or nothing, but I'm gonna yoke you up like, yo, relax, bro, for real. Cause
Yeah.
nobody likes getting hands put on them
Yeah.
Yeah.
at all. Like, how would you feel if I'm saying her like, and I'm just
Nah,
go do that to another female and see what the fuck she do to you?
It depends. It depends how often she does it. Like if it come to the point where I'm traumatized, like say my shorty,
Sounds
my
bitchy every time you move.
yeah, my shorty sitting next to me with Joe at, and she reached for her phone, and I knows like that mean it's just been too much hitting going on, and we ain't even doing. I'm traumatized at this point. Like every time you move, I feel like you about to hit me.
So have that ever been to the point where a female got you so mad you wanted to get physical
Of course.
Yeah.
and you walked away?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you gotta walk away, because if you stay there, shit might go left.
Because females say some shit that like y'all are females.
You know we know how to hurt y'all.
So y'all gonna say anything and everything to get under our skin. So y'all can, and then when if we react the wrong way, now y'all want to play. Oh my god!
Right. That's exactly how it's gonna go.
For real, we play that. You play. That's why your mother was never there. That's why you acting like that. We go deep, like.
So I'd rather just walk out the room to avoid all of that. Oh no.
Ladies, have y'all ever been driven to the point of hitting somebody? A man, like your relationship? We just say it so
Crazy.
peacefully. Let one of them say that.
You did what?
Right. You say yes, honey?
That's definitely. I ain't say nothing.
Oh.
I
Never
ain't say
swing on
nothing.
nobody money? I feel like everybody at this table done swung with somebody.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna hold you.
At least once.
Nah,
Everybody
Not
table.
once.
I have. Emotions is strong. You be so mad.
nah.
Like you
That
just
mean you
keep
ain't never
fucking
reached that
with
point
me.
yet.
Money probably the only one to have it.
I'm really chill. I
being-
don't
keep
like
being-
to allow people to bring that out of me. No, I ain't,
Not yet.
I ain't swing for real. Like no.
It was a little shove.
Yeah, I ain't swing for real. I'm trying to think, but
Yeah, no.
All right, so I got a question for the ladies. All right. Would you rather a faithful broke man or a nigga that was up but he just was a cheater?
I don't want none of them.
You gotta pick your poison.
Let me really think hard on this.
Gotta pick your poison.
What was it?
A faithful broke man, somebody that's faithful but they financial status wasn't there, versus somebody he was up, he had the money, he just wasn't faithful.
I'm gonna go with a faithful broke man.
How broke? Wait,
bro,
but
he
now
gotta
I
text
need.
you
Can
for
I
a
ask?
444.
I gotta take care of you.
I need a
Ooh.
444. He texting you that. I
I met him broke. Like I'm meeting them broken
There's
rich.
too many
Yeah,
factors.
you gotta meet him broke, because if he up and then
If
while
I
you
meet
with
him,
him, he go
if
broke.
I meet him broke, no. If I meet him rich, yes. I will date. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a date a rich cheater over broke man. I'm sorry, I can't get you no 444. Like every day. How often can you not feed yourself?
Even
And
if
how
he's
long?
like cheating disrespectfully, like blatantly, like right in your
Well,
face.
no. But if I had to pick between the two, I would choose a cheating rich man.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm going with the faithful broke man only because cheating bring too many diseases.
Yeah,
too
but if
many
you start
mental
So I'm a
stretching
little
it-
scared of that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, it's gonna be sad though. It's not easy. I'm gonna be sad taking care of a grown ass man. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like just tolerating the cheating for years would be detrimental to my mental health.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I can't take that.
Happy world, I wouldn't do neither. But if I had to choose, like live or die, I'm going with the rich broke man, because I could be in Dubai. I really don't care what you do. At that point, it's just like I'm gonna do me. Then
Yeah.
it wasn't stated what I could do, because
Well.
I'm gonna be doing me, baby, while you doing you. It's just gonna be that. But I get the benefits of you being rich. I being with a broke man, I'm gonna be stressed, depressed, hungry. You hungry? I gotta think how I'm feeding me. I'm feeding you. This a lot.
But
How
I feel
long
like
we in
you
a
also got to
relationship?
think about the mental things that come with
Yeah.
being cheated on.
And what's the mental things that come with having to work for two people?
But what if like you're in
Yeah,
love
really
with
go
this
both
man?
ways.
Like what if you really care for this man a lot and he's rich, you love him like
Right.
to death, and
You don't know what kind of
constantly cheats on
insecurities
you.
that could bring. You could be asking yourself, like, why am I not good enough?
So let me ask y'all, because I know people who have had to take care of men and they be depressed, like not themselves. Like they're broke. They letting niggas use their car. They getting their paycheck and giving niggas they half their paycheck. And they,
Yeah, that's
I need to pay
What
a
they
because
at?
I can't. Like
Yeah,
literally,
it's
girls
a lot
will
of
do all
niggas out
that,
here
and
driving
they
in
be
female cars.
exactly.
I told you.
He come back
Don't
with
hold
no
you.
gas in your car, so he takes your car and he can't afford gas. Who's paying? We're both struggling. I'm not living in a struggle. I'm sorry. I'll just be ignorant. I know a lot of females out there will agree with me. We gonna be on a trip in Dubai on a yacht. Baby, do what you want. I'm
Scratching.
gonna be over there driving the boat, okay?
Burning.
I mean, a lot of
I'll be in
a lot
Dubai
of these
burning for
celebrities
real.
like that.
As long long as it ain't permanent.
Say it gotta be an infection, not a disease.
Y'all don't feel
I
like
don't know
y'all don't feel like a lot of these like celebrity females, like Atlanta housewives and whatever. Like I'm not into that. But when I'm in the house, my wife be watching and whatever, and all I see on there is be like, well, your husband cheated, your husband did this, like your husband did this. Like none of their husbands are faithful. All that's all they talk
Exactly.
about. But they live in a rich life. Like they don't give a fuck. They on TV, they doing what they want, they taking trips, and they put it out for the public to know, yeah, my husband be cheating. They just don't give a fuck. So
And we
a lot of
cuddled
people
up
living
in
like
a apartment. We don't know how we gonna pay the rent on the first. We struggling watching the housewives. They in Dubai. That's what I'm saying. I want to be on the other end of the TV. I don't want to be watching TV, not knowing how I'm gonna pay my rent.
But they be losing it. They be going crazy. They be
having trust issues for the next relationship. You don't trust no man. Your mental health is bad. Like no, it come with a lot.
So T, which one you taking?
Exactly. Which one? You got a rich boss bitch. She got all her own shit. She buy you
She
shit. You
just
live in a
out here.
lavish life.
Listen, I'm the money. I feel me, money route. So if it's that, she up. Go ahead, throw that shit back. You feel me? Bring the money home to daddy. Throw it back. I don't care at that point. You feel
Exactly.
me?
Yeah, I'm taking a rich girl.
Yeah.
Well, I guess being free alone on this one.
Cash app me tonight, baby. Do what you do.
Yes.
You wait for that cash app hit.
You with who? All right, let me just get a band.
Y'all saying all that is not how y'all feel.
And y'all say that, and
If
y'all
you
know.
love her, if you're like, we're not talking about just regular people. This is somebody that you're in love with. Y'all gonna want to kill them.
I'm
Granted,
not gonna kill him.
but I'm gonna be up $1,000 every night wanting to
if
kill him.
That money
Fine
not
by
gonna
me.
make that money don't mean anything. That money,
Yes,
okay,
but
y'all think
just
that
like
the money
Jaylene
does
said,
not mean anything.
I'm gonna be on the yacht doing me too.
You just
People
love
be
love
billionaires,
fame. Yeah,
billionaires killing themselves. Like
Yeah.
money
Okay,
does
but
not
let's
mean
think about it like this.
anything.
We're
Money is
thinking
an
in-
object.
We're thinking in a hypothetical scenario. So we had to choose, right?
Yes.
Either way, let's say this is a long-term relationship. That long-term relationship, if he remains broke, is going nowhere.
But that's a if.
If it remains.
If he
Well,
remains
yeah, that's
broke.
say we're
Well,
gonna
no, we
say
gotta-
we're
well,
gonna
yeah,
say it
'cause in
remains
that
that. So
case-
he keeps cheating, or this guy stays broke, right? Or
Okay.
this
Okay.
person.
Yeah.
So I feel like majority of relationships, like majority of people, grandparents, all that, our grandmas and stuff, our grandpas was buying houses and paying the bills and doing traditional things, and they was most likely getting cheated on. But they remained happy. They had a family, and the grandma's cool. Now she could have been with a broke, faithful man, and y'all would have had no. Well, for the people that have like a traditional family, there would be no grandma's house to go to. There would be no, no memories, no.
But you're
home-cooked
not down
meals.
poor. Like you can't
Yeah.
eat. That's not. That's
So what
not
type of
it-
broke? If
it's
he
like,
can't eat, then
y'all
y'all broke.
like I feel like is it average? It's like average. Like he really
You
not
could
a-
be average.
He's
but if
not a
he's broke-
breadwinner. Like it's not like he's just a bum on the street you picked up from the bus
No, he
stop.
could be a really good man. He's just struggling in life. But how long are you struggling?
It's people out there, it's couples out there that are struggling together, but they're happy.
Yes,
And I would rather be happy.
like he
struggling.
can not know. Honestly, he can not know how to get the money, but he treats her well. He knows how to treat a
Yeah.
female. She can
Yeah.
be okay with that.
Yeah.
She could be okay. Like, look, my man satisfies me emotionally, and I satisfy him monetarily, right? But with
Yeah.
the cheating, it's like, can you ever be happy?
Yes.
N-
There is a lot of people. I'm not saying I would want this. I'm saying in this scenario, there are a lot of relationships. There are a lot of relationships where women are happy, bro.
I don't.
It's
Are
not
they
saying,
truly
I don't
happy?
know.
but
being
you have to
cheated
think
on?
about it because I'm not. It's y'all acting like I'm really gonna be looking for it. If I know he's cheating on me, that's one thing. I'm not gonna keep looking for it.
You ain't gotta look it right in your face.
Because I'm gonna be with my
I think the
friends.
people that seem happy set they like make it up in their mind like, okay, I know this person ain't my person. This person is doing him. I'm just going to do this for the time being. I'm going to get whatever I can out of that person and then move on. But for the people that are in like committed relationships and their partner is cheating on them, I don't think that they're happy. Like I feel like again, what you said, mental health comes into it. A lot of people that does that get like strung out on drugs. Like it's a lot of things that go into cheating.
But listen, I ain't going on no drugs. Somebody cheating on me. I'm just not. I'm gonna
You
like.
can't say that though. You don't
but
know what you would do.
First off, let's remove love because we never said we had to love them.
no, you
said
love them.
No,
you love them.
You said who would you be in a relationship with? I don't gotta love
But
you.
why would
No,
you be
we
in a
saying
relationship
love.
with someone that you don't care for?
Because we choosing a hypothetical scenario.
It has to come with it has to be love has to be included
All right,
in it. That's
even
the
if-
only
all right,
way.
But if I love them regardless, okay. So let's say you love them. So now, question: would y'all build a life with the faithful man? He gets you pregnant. Now what? Y'all stuck. I need to hear this
struggling.
answer.
We struggling.
Hell
Raise the
no.
raise,
Hold
struggling.
on.
Money Joe into the building.
Because at the end of the day,
Green
just like
flag
y'all
Joe.
said, if the guy is cheating, you could get strung out on drugs. Do y'all know what it feel like to have to tend for you, somebody else, a kid? That's stressful as hell. A grown ass man, a grown ass blood pressure gonna be up there dealing with that shit.
Your hair gonna fall out.
Nah.
You're not dealing with it because you don't have no money. It's the female that's
Okay then, so y'all gonna
You
be
stressing
the
on you
fuck
can't
out.
help her. As a man, you looking
But
at your
how
lady
you-
like I can't even.
Like, damn,
Wait a
I'm
minute.
pregnant,
Wait a
like-
minute. Because
Stressing
y'all
too.
are thinking like money is the end all be all. Money is not the end all be all in all relationships. This man can be making that woman happy. This man can be the daddy at home. This man can be raising his child to be the best person in the world. It don't have money ain't it. Like money is not all.
His child gonna grow up to know his father was broke.
Okay,
I got a broke ass
that's
daddy.
not true.
Okay, but
Can't do nothing
That's
for my
not
mama.
true.
that's
Yeah,
fine. But
no.
what can I teach my daughter about love if I'm in that type of situation where I just keep getting cheated on, and she come to me like she's hurt and she keep getting on cheated, well, I'm saying just take it. He got money. That's what I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
her. What I'm gonna tell my daughter.
So basically, in both situations, it's like you're settling.
You're fucked.
Okay,
You're
so I'd
settling
rather be
either
fucked
way.
with
You're
money.
settling. You're
That
settling.
was the whole point of the question.
Exactly, but even if, but
So
even
it's like
if,
pick a struggle, basically.
yeah, but now think about it, because now if you're with a broke man and y'all are happy, you're gonna leave eventually. That love is gonna fade. Y'all are gonna get old, and your kids are gonna have nothing. Now they have to struggle. Now, what if they seen, oh, my mom was with my
That's
dad and
not
they were
true.
struggling? Yes, then
That
they
is
develop.
not true.
If I'm rich, we leave in that means that if you're rich enough, we can leave generational wealth for our kids. Our kids will be straight. I got cheated on, but now that I'm gone, my kids is straight. They got a house, they got anything they could ever imagine. Because
But
mom
those are
took
all
the L.
hypotheticals, though.
Yeah.
Now it's a hypothetical.
And you
That
can
really wasn't
you can set
But I'm
set
with-
your child up to be that person that continues to
And get their
but they have to
generational
work
wealth.
hard for it when I already did it.
Everybody has to work hard.
But my goal in life is to struggle
To
for
date a
my
rich
children.
person that cheats.
No, if I had to, I would
I
take
get
the
what
L
you're
for my
saying.
kids.
My goal in life is
I'm saying I would take the L for my kids in the situation that we had a child. Y'all
It wasn't
said
for your kid. You wanted to be in Dubai.
no. I wanted to be in Dubai, and now that I'm old and rusty, and I'm about to take my life and go head on to the next one, I'm gonna leave my children in a better place, in a better situation.
and your children's not gonna know anything about getting it for themselves. They're not going. It's always going to be handed to them. And if they go down the same route that you go down, it's not guaranteed that they're going to have that wealth.
Yeah, and then they gonna run into a nigga like the baby. They gonna get embarrassed.
Nah, that's
They
the ones
depend
that
so much on that man with the money.
But I'm
and
not
he
gonna be
tired of
dependent
her.
on nobody.
Get out my
'cause
house.
They said he's rich, but y'all ain't say I was broke. And y'all ain't say y'all was rich. Y'all said we was middle class. Either way, you're fucked. If I date a faithful broke man, my kids is just gonna be
Yeah, it could go
struggling.
either way. It could
Exactly.
go either way.
All right, so due to the fact that in both situations we're fucked, we're just gonna move on. Right? All right, so I got a question. Do you care if your partner's parents like you or dislike you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I'm not. I just can't.
Like, what is,
Well, me personally, I would like to get along with my partner's parents. I don't want bad blood between me and anybody, especially not the people who raised you and the reason why I have you. And clearly, if you here, I feel like you're a good person for me, so I would want to have a relationship with them as well.
but it don't even got to be like bad blood. It's just they just don't like, they don't care for you like that.
That's bad blood.
I wouldn't really call that bad blood. It's just your presence to them isn't really important.
So do they not care about me, or they don't care about who he's dating at all? They just don't care.
I'm gonna say they don't care about who's dating at all.
Oh, then that's just dumb. They nonchalant. I don't know.
That's
It is
weird.
what
I
it
don't think
is.
that's possible.
No, it is.
Parents
It is.
care at
No,
some
it
point.
It is.
It's possible. I was dating a guy who his parents is not really that involved. They just kind of like,
But
okay.
maybe that's because he's just dating around. But you think if he gets serious with someone, they wouldn't care?
If they don't care, they could. It's possible for them not to care. Yeah.
Really?
I think that's weird too.
I never felt like
To a
that. I
certain
feel like
point, I feel like you should start caring about who's.
they
You
might
should.
not
I
be,
think it's weird, but
They don't have
All
to be like
parents don't care.
involved. Really?
All parents don't care. Like I've been with chicks that parents didn't.
For how long?
I pull up to the crib, they come outside. And
Yeah,
the
but how?
parents
Yeah,
ain't-
how long was this relationship? Like a serious relationship, and the parents had no regard for you at all.
I mean, I was young, but still, even when you're young, like I have a child, so being that age, I want to know who my child hanging out
You
with.
ever seen Bad Boys?
Mhm.
I'm at the door like that.
Will
I
Smith?
want to see
Yup,
who
I'm
my
at the
child
door
hanging
like
out
that.
with. So
I don't care how 15, 16, 17, 18. I need to meet this young man. Crazy.
You got me. Everybody.
Everybody.
I don't think I think it's understandable for a parent to not care if you're dating around, but if you find like I really like this person and they like, that's weird. But if the parent didn't like me, it would hurt my feelings. Because I'm low-key a people pleaser. I'm not gonna front. So like when people don't like me, it bothers me. Like, why don't you like me? Especially people's parents. Because I want like I respect y'all. I would want y'all to, like me, want me to be around at the family event. If it's Christmas and they don't even invite me, I'm like, well, damn. I ain't invited. Like, okay, that makes you uncomfortable. I like to go places and feel welcome.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
Like I want to be able to go there without you.
I'd be like, hey, like I don't want to go there like, hello, walk to the
Right.
room. You scared to go to the bathroom? Like that's a lot. What about y'all? Oh, you said did y'all answer already or no?
I mean, it wouldn't bother me. I'm the type, your parents don't like me. I'm gonna make them not like me even more.
That's petty.
That's how I'm coming. Like,
Nah,
your
you
pops
too
don't like
petty.
me. Every time I pull
how
up,
would you
I'm
make
not
them not like you even more?
just being an asshole. I'm gonna pull up to the crib, blasting my music. I might get out, act like something in the trunk so the door can stay open.
What if they
Be like,
say
they go that knucklehead outside again. Yup.
Why are you still
but
dating
what
him?
if,
Like,
what if they be like, she not seeing you no more?
At the
That's
end of
up
the
to
day,
your daughter, son.
that's her decision. Like me, I only care about the mama.
Oh,
I got to get with my dukes. My dukes always gonna remember the boyfriends. Fathers don't really care for them like that. It's
I
like,
feel
oh,
like fathers care. You
they
just
do.
said
Nah,
yeah.
they do. But it's like you could grow a deeper bond with a female's mother than the father.
Maybe.
No
Yeah.
bullshit. Like,
think so?
You
Yeah.
locked in with mom, do
Mhm,
you
you
straight.
good.
You
But
good.
depending
It don't matter what the
on-
father think.
Depending on the
depend-
girl relationship
Yeah,
with her
yeah.
parents.
Right.
Depends on the,
shit.
But
Man,
if it's even like that to the point where it's like, all right, my father said such and such, I don't need to be with you. You're still a child. Like your father don't want you with me now. You gotta listen to your father.
that's
Like
OD.
we not
That's
grown.
a stretch.
Nah,
Not
it's her
wrong.
decision. Like, you gonna listen to your father, or
Yeah,
you
you
gonna
rocking
choose
with
your
your
happiness?
father. I'm gonna leave you here with your father. Like, we don't
Mhm.
gotta be nothing. Like
That could just be open communication. That could
Yeah.
just be something that low key bothers her as well. Like,
it's always gonna bother her though. Like, how could y'all come to agreement if the father don't like you? It's always gonna be issues.
so with your example, if you're blasting music in a neighborhood,
Uh-huh.
that's something you could change that. Like, I wouldn't like that. I'm pretty sure my dad wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that. So I'm pretty sure you can change that. That's
like you're being a nuisance.
yeah.
It's like,
Now
damn,
you
I
doing
can't
it
listen to
on
my music though.
Nah, he being spiteful though.
Yeah.
Talking about something in the trunk. What you getting from the trunk on my pop? Like, what's going on?
You trying to
Honestly.
scare the old man, bro?
I need to come holler at me.
So what would y'all do if you felt like your partner told you that the parent said something about you or like they don't like you or whatever? Are y'all gonna try to like speak to them about it or be nice, or are y'all just gonna let it go and just lay back?
I'm
fall
letting
back?
that shit go.
Yeah, I would let
You
it
gonna
go
fall
too.
back?
I'm not with the parents. I'm with you.
Wait,
True,
you mean
but,
let
like,
it
in a
go,
serious
like let the
relationship.
relationship go, or just let
The situation.
whatever?
No,
they
let
say go?
this like let the trying with them go. Like you're not gonna be.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I would just let that go. Like, okay, whatever.
I'm a communicator. I'm gonna see if I can work it out.
What are you
I'm not
gonna
gonna
say?
front. Well, it depends on how big the issue is. If your parents is hating, they hating. That's just that. But if it's something I can fix, if I said something that rubbed them the wrong way, or we just didn't get off on the wrong foot, I'm gonna see if I can make it better. But I'm not kissing your parents' ass. That's not happening.
Yeah, nah. At some
So.
point, it's like whatever. I would like to, but if they don't like me, then what are we gonna do?
What
Nah.
about the siblings? If they got a brother or sister, that's always
I
around.
don't know.
Nah, they don't matter.
Nobody get around y'all. What you gonna
Yeah,
say?
I don't care about the siblings.
Yeah.
What if y'all parents don't like who you're dating? Do y'all care about your parents' opinions, or
Hell
are
no.
you guys still?
I don't care.
I'm open with my parents. Like I just like I'm sitting down talking to y'all. That's how I talk to my parents. So I'm like, yo, like pops, mom, like, this ain't none of your business. Fall back. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with you.
Oh, don't be disrespecting them like
Like,
that.
that's just the relationship I have
yeah.
with my parents. I could talk to them like they my friends.
All right, so let me ask y'all a question. Since both of y'all have daughters, are you gonna be upset if your daughter's dating somebody that you don't approve of?
Nah,
It happens.
she gotta live her life. Just like
Yeah.
I grew up and I did what I had to do. She gonna go through the same thing. So I'm not gonna be.
So like, what if y'all really know better? Like, she's bringing some hood. For me, it's not gonna work. Like, he's gonna do her dirty, and y'all telling her, like, I'm telling you, this is X, Y, and Z is gonna happen to you. You're not gonna feel no way that she's not taking you.
I'm not gonna feel no way because it's life. You have to live and learn. I'm pretty sure it's females who fathers told them that about me. Like, oh, look at him. This, that, and the third is the parents. Look where he's from, and then they still chose to rock with me. So it's just life. Like she has to learn eventually. Like she's gonna see that I was right. I realized kids in general do not listen to their parents. So if I'm telling her not to do it, she's going to do it.
Mhm.
Like it's just life. That's how it goes.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
She's
'Cause
gonna test the waters.
sometimes they listen. I listen to my dad. I'm a daddy's girl, so I listen. When I was 18, I was dating somebody who was 28.
God.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Shit.
Listen, we being blunt, right? Yeah, it wasn't serious though. It was just he just had money, and it was just what it was. Like we wasn't having sex or nothing. We were just literally he just was sprung out. I was 18. Like I was like, oh, I got somebody wrapped around my finger. It's up. Like he got money. He didn't care about nothing. It was up, but he was just like he cut that. He was like, no.
Oh yeah,
And he was
I'm
28. That's
I might
He
put
was
a
like, no.
put a
He
limit
was
on
like,
that
no.
too.
And then look, but I'm saying I listened. I didn't go. I didn't go.
Introduce him to your father.
No, he knew of him already.
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't no good guy.
But the same thing,
But I
she
wasn't
gotta learn.
and I wasn't
Nah,
having
nah,
sex with him.
fuck
Though. I was legit. He was just around. Like he was legit around. He liked me. I was young. Like I'm just like, oh, I know. I was learning how to
You on
finesse
some
at
weird
18.
shit.
So what would y'all
It
do?
was
'Cause
up,
y'all
like-
just say y'all gotta let your daughter learn. So
Nah,
how you gonna
nah.
stop?
that
In that
hell
case, he
no.
damn
But
near close to
how?
my
I
age.
literally just
Hell
said you
no.
gotta let her learn.
How do you stop her then? What are you gonna do? Lock her? Take her phone? Lock her in a room?
She's,
Lock her in the house?
I was 18 though, so I was able to date him if I
Yeah.
wanted to. I didn't like him though, for real. Like it wasn't a love thing. It was
Listen.
just
She learning how to
You
finesse.
I
still
was
living in the house with
finessing
me?
this situation. I live with my mom.
Oh, well, that's different. If the child don't live with me, I'm gonna say what I had to say. But she do, cool. But if you live with me and you 18, you got a nigga 28 pulling up to my house, hell no, I might go outside. Like,
Whoop
get
his
out the car,
ass.
bro.
Hell
Like,
no,
get out the
I'm
car.
whooping
Like,
his
you know my
ass,
daughter
bruh.
18, right? Like, this is really what you into? Or nah? Call
Damn
the
near
cousins,
pushing
call
my
the brother.
age.
Hey, yo, Joe.
Okay.
Call-
Wait, damn near pushing my age.
10
Hell no.
years? That's not pushing your age as a
If
father.
he 28 and you got, let me see. 18.
No.
Say if I had a kid at
No.
18, right?
You and your kid are 20 some years apart.
Granted. And he's 28 years old, right? So that means he probably.
So if he's
I mean,
28,
about
you about 50. You about to be 50. Yes,
Well, I
because
gotta be
you're
that.
20. Because you're 20 years older. Y'all 20 years.
You know the part that got me? She said, I ain't had to introduce her to my father. He already knew who he was. So that means the nigga is in the street.
Nah, he was
How
he
you
was
know?
outside for
Like,
real.
yeah, like it's
Yeah,
bad all
outside for real.
around.
Yeah,
Now
why
I gotta hustle or whatever I'm doing with this nigga. Know that he dealing with my daughter. Hell no.
But the
I'm not
moral of the
fucking-
story was that I listened to him. But
Yeah,
it wasn't
yeah,
that deep. I wasn't in love. So it could have been different if I was in love, but I wasn't. And I listened to him. And looking back, he was right. He like, look at him. He's 28. He's doing the same things. He's been locked up X amount of times. Like, and I listened, and he was right. He locked up now.
Mhm.
That's because you just smart. You wise. A lot of these females not wise. They want to chase that older man.
But
They
I
let
was
them
saying,
lie.
as far as you saying that we're gonna do the opposite, that's not always the case. I
That's
didn't
the
do
case
the
for me.
opposite.
I was
didn't
the
do
opposite.
I did exactly what he said. But I value my dad's opinion a lot because he just knows so much. He's wise. He been through a lot. So if he tell me something, 9 out of 10, if it's about a guy, he's keeping it 100. So I just gotta listen.
That also depends on the relationship with the child.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because if you have a negative relationship, everything they say you're gonna do. If I don't
Mhm.
like what you say and I want to be rebellious, I'm gonna say fuck you. I'm gonna do it anyways. But if I appreciate and respect you like you do your dad, then I'm gonna want to listen. See, me, I was a rebellious kid. I didn't give a fuck what nobody told me. I was fuck all y'all. I'm doing what I want to do. My
Yup.
mom hated
I was
everybody
the
I
same
dated.
way. That's how
And
I
my
was.
current boyfriend got caught in my house. Like when I was in high school, I was like 17. He was in my closet.
Oh, shit.
I'll be telling stories. He was in my closet. We didn't do nothing though, for real. He literally just came over and we was all just talking. My little brother was there. We was playing, but moms don't give a fuck about that. So she knocking on the door. I got the door locked. I'm like, just get in the closet. He gets
And
in
he
the
big
closet.
too. He like 6'5".
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
like
God.
6'5".
Yeah.
He's big. He's just he in the closet. I go downstairs, open the door. She come upstairs. First thing she did was go in my closet. So she come in my closet, open the door. She sees him, this big ass man walking out of my closet. She's like, what up? My teenage daughter got this man. So he left, whatever. I got in trouble. She blacked on me. She hated him for the longest amount of time. She was like, it's not gonna work. He's this, he's that. She had all these opinions. And I'm just like, no, I love him. I'm gonna be with him. And now we still together 2 years later. And she like him now. She has to get over that whole mishap. But yeah, see, if had I listened to her, I wouldn't be in a relationship. I wouldn't be in a relationship now. I be telling her that all the time. Like, see, you was trying to play me, and we ended up.
Nah, that's because
Being
you
in
was
a
violating
relationship.
her rules
Yeah.
though.
I was
You gotta
violating
go
her
in the
rules. Don't do
closet.
that. I was being crazy. I was really a rebellious kid. But
It's cool. What happens?
yeah, but I was the opposite. But it depends. Like in a situation where he was like 28, definitely
Yeah, I was
Definitely
wildin'.
listen to your parents because they push. He's closer to their age than yours.
Mhm.
They know more about what
Stop
he got going
saying
on.
that.
We was
Alright,
both
wait.
young.
T, so if you find somebody in your daughter closet, what you doing?
Oh,
You heard that? Oh, you heard that? Shit is going down. It's going down.
Yeah,
But
my
I
mom was
feel-
broke.
My thing is that when I don't have any kids, but I'm saying like when it comes to parenting, I feel like you got to think about all the stuff we did as kids.
That's
I
how.
wasn't
Like you
hiding in no
have
closet. I
to
wasn't
take
that
that
dumb.
all that stuff.
Shit,
You
I hate
have
them
to think
closets.
about it. Like we
You
did
get
a
in the
lot of
closet
stuff.
I'm going out the
Yeah,
window.
yeah,
I'm
heart,
going to closet.
heart beating out the chest.
I ain't never been in no closet.
Did
I
you
couldn't make it
close?
to the.
You ain't never had to hide.
Hell
Bree?
yeah.
You
I
ain't never
did.
had to hide.
I did. I ain't never go
Nah,
back
I
around
never
there a
got-
day in my life.
Wait,
He
what
came back
happened?
around.
Tell the story.
Man, listen. You say
Story time.
it was
I
after
told mine,
school
so let's
hours. Moms and pops were supposed to come home like at a later time. Father came home a little bit earlier.
And it was the father that the mother you could have.
Damn.
The mother, the daughter probably would have got to be in. The
Yeah.
father, he might want. Yeah.
He ain't really do
He might
nothing.
wanna fight you.
Like, I
Oh, you
looked-
got caught?
I went to the window. I was looking out the window. I'm like, nah, this is a long ass fall. This from the third floor. I'm not even about to do it. So I just went in the closet. I tried to tell I'm skinny. I'm a small dude. I tried to blend in. He
You gotta
came in
put your
there.
arms in a coat.
I think I left my sweater on the bed.
Oh,
Yeah.
He like, this not your sweater. I'm listening. I'm like, yeah, I might be fucked. He opens the door. He like, come out here real quick, bro. He like, who you? I gave him a whole fake name. I'm like, yeah, I'm only like fit in. This down the third. He was just like, yo, now let me catch you over there again. Cause if I do, she got an older brother. I'm gonna have him handle you. You know me. I just looked at him. I'm like, I hear you, bro. And I just left. Never
So
went
in that
around
instance,
there.
you're not supposed to get tough or nothing like that. You're supposed to just let it rock because you in the
Yeah,
wrong.
you
Yeah, I'm
in
in
that
there.
man
Hell
house.
no.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you got in the house.
You gotta get out the house. Say sorry, sir. All that. Yes, sir. No man. All that. Get out
But
the
nah,
house.
but like what you said with we gotta look at it from for instance, my bad. When my mother used to get on me about doing certain shit, I would always tell her, like, look, I'm your child. Like, so, and my grandparents used to tell me that shit all the time. Like, you doing everything that your mother used to do. So I used to tell her, like, I'm just doing what you used to do growing up. So why you mad at me? Like, I know you used to complain when my grandparents was getting on you, like, y'all doing too much, and now I'm hitting you with the same line, and it's a problem.
I feel like I agree with that to a certain extent.
I wasn't
now
wild.
she was trying to use it against her.
Hell
Every
yeah.
argument, like I'm
Hell
doing
yeah,
what
I
you
mean-
used to do.
Yeah, because I feel like
I was good for
yeah,
that.
some things are genetics, but some things just like you're not about to keep saying because I did it. Okay, and you see the repercussions that happen because of what I did. So I'm not gonna just say, okay, it's okay for him to do it because I did it. Like that doesn't make much
Damn,
sense.
Yeah, I was heavy on that
I
line.
never got caught in nobody's house. I was big on like growing up, like the way I move. Like I never wanted to be in that position. So you either gonna come to me or we gonna figure it out.
I got caught like that too.
I got caught with somebody in my
I
house.
got caught like that.
Damn.
You feel me? But I never got caught.
But you
in
hit
nobody's
her,
house.
or you just left her there?
Nah, I left it there. They opened the door.
Well, for
Come
boys,
on,
to
your
close
mom?
the door.
Your mom?
Wait.
Nah, my grandmother opened the door.
He said, "Grandma, go take your
Nah.
meds."
Grandma opened the door. She's like, if I tell your grandfather, you know you're gonna be in trouble. I'm like, all right, grandma.
y'all was doing stuff y'all wasn't supposed to, or y'all was just in the
We
room.
was cuddling. We got
Not
done.
grandma
We was
closed the
done.
door.
So I got a question. So y'all parents didn't let y'all have company, like girls? Because I feel like
Hell
it's
no.
always easy. It's
No.
easier
Nah,
for
my
men.
mother
Hell
already knew where
fucking
my
no.
head was at, and she ain't want me disrespecting our house.
My grandparents
Okay.
was real religious, so they believed in marriage. Like, all right, if we married, they wouldn't care if they come over, spend the night. But
Open over, no.
if we
right,
wasn't
no.
married, they wasn't with it. Like, nah, ain't nobody laying.
My
in
mother
this
wasn't
bed.
with none of that. If I lived with her, I wasn't doing
Yeah,
that.
like the first female I ever had come to my house, like, and really sit down with my mother knowing is my current girlfriend now. Other than that, it was all somebody had to get snuck in or shit like that for real.
Did y'all used to sneak people in ever?
No, I ain't
Never?
never sneak nobody.
Chill.
Aw, you was a good girl.
I'm not playing that one.
She's like, I don't even want to
My
see what's gonna happen if I get
uh-uh.
caught.
It's not even. I'm not even worried about my dad. My dad is the type of person he'll
Understanding?
nag my mom,
Oh.
and my mom.
You more worried about your mom
my
than your
mom-
dad?
Huh?
I said you more worried about your mom.
Yes, my mom will go off. See, my dad, he the chill. He sit down, like he don't do nothing. But when it's just him and my mom, he'll be like, Lane, she disrespected our house. She had that.
And your mom be like,
she
you know
had
what?
that."
I don't want to hear him no more.
And then she'll come. No, because you gotta like she will lose it. So
I was real rebellious, yo. So if that's the case, what y'all talk about that your kid do what you do, I'm gonna have a problem. I got a
hope the fuck
problem
not.
on my
Damn.
hands.
see, but me, I was a little fortunate because my older siblings are like 11 years older than me. So I'll be like, hey, big sis, can so and so come over? And she'd be like, yeah, come on. So I didn't have
Yeah,
to.
you had somebody to come for you.
Yeah.
I was the oldest. I am the oldest. So it was, I'm taking one for the team. Okay. My brother, I was getting in trouble for both of us. So yeah, no.
Y'all ready to move?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I wanna talk about something. Since we're on the topic of like kind of relationships and sneaking in, do you think a person within a monogamous relationship can stay faithful for the entire relationship?
No.
Yes.
Yes, I do. I agree.
I agree with
Mine.
it.
Womp womp.
No. I
No.
don't think
You
so.
don't?
You don't
Why?
think anybody is capable of being monogamous?
I think people are capable of being monogamous, but when it comes to a couple, like when it comes to a relationship, I feel like one of the two is going to mess it up.
Oh, they
some
both.
point.
Oh, they both have to be faithful.
Can
Mhm.
we
Yeah.
explain what it means for the people that don't know what that means? The word. 'Cause some people
Monogamous?
like what they
Being
talking about?
loyal. Right? Being loyal. And
It's like
an
it's
It's just
exclusive
it's just y'all two. It's nobody
Right.
else in
being
the equation.
being in a faithful, exclusive relationship.
Yeah. I think that when it's like a relationship, one person might remain faithful, but that other person might slip up. I don't think that both parties can be faithful for the entire relationship.
But why?
I don't know. I think it's a lot of temptation. And for me, faithfulness just isn't a physical thing, it's like emotional as well. So if you're doing something behind my back and you know that I don't like it, you know that I'm a trip about it, then that's is a part of cheating. And I don't think that two people can remain like that for the entire time. I feel like
One person gonna step out.
one person, it may not be like as dramatic as having sex with someone else, but somebody gonna get their feelings hurt in a relationship at some point.
If you say it like that, to where like it goes down to even emotional, or like they didn't have sex with somebody, but they might have entertained something, then I'm gonna say no, because I feel like somebody's gonna step out in that sense. Whether you just flirted at the club or something, like something's going to happen. But if you're saying as far as sleeping with other people, I think that people can be monogamous.
Question. So was the question, just to clarify, that can a relationship remain monogamous? Like, can both people be loyal, or is
Yes.
just one person too? Oh, okay, so
Both
just
people
the
have
entire
both.
thing.
Both
Okay.
people.
Yeah, no. Still sticking to no. I agree with you. I feel like at some point somebody's gonna do something. 9 times out of 10, the man.
Mhm.
But yeah, they're gonna do something. Gotta make that clear.
I gotta be the man.
It's always
always
y'all.
a man.
Always after the baby, it's always y'all all the time.
Jesus.
I mean, females be acting up too.
But we don't
I'm
be getting
surprised that
females
y'all
cheat,
said
too.
that y'all think that both people could remain faithful.
And
I'm
I had-
surprised you didn't.
I had a little misunderstanding. That's all. That's why I wanted y'all to explain it.
I don't like to
Oh, okay.
categorize people or say that everybody do something, because I don't think everybody cheats or everybody steps out. So you might meet those two people who really just love each other. They don't even have eyes for nobody else. Like, you just never know. So
Right.
and but every relationship is like that at one point in the relationship. At one point, whether it's a short period of time or a long period of time, y'all are feeling each other. That's when y'all connect, y'all get into a relationship. Whether that continues for months or years is up to the people in the relationship. But if it's gonna be a long term, at some point, I don't think it's really possible for no one to emotionally or physically not cheat.
So
Like,
let's
it's gonna
make up like a
happen.
time period just to be a little more clear. So, for example, a couple that met when they're 25 to 50, do you think that
25 years.
do you think that they can remain faithful
Nope.
both for that entire time period?
No.
If we not just touching on sex, then no. Because like you said, if your partner wouldn't do it in front of you, you would consider that cheating. For
Mhm.
25 years, it's definitely something that your partner did that they wouldn't have done in front of you in
Mhm.
25 years.
Yeah, that's how I said. Like, if you break it down to every single category, then no, I don't think it's possible. I think that somebody's gonna step out some way, somehow, or do something that they wouldn't do in front of you, or that you wouldn't like, or that you would consider cheating. It's gonna
Mhm.
happen.
What about you, JoJo?
When about me again? I need
Um,
to refresh.
okay. A couple in a relationship for 25 years, do you think that they can remain monogamous? Remain faithful, both of them.
No. Somebody, like as what T said, it's easy to do something behind your partner's back that they wouldn't like. Like, I feel as though, as far as like even communicating with another female a certain way, you might not look at it but from the male aspect, you might
Mhm.
not look at it as you doing too much, but your partner wouldn't want you to do it.
Mhm.
And that's, as you said, that's a form of cheating.
So to make it harder, sex. Because somebody
Yeah, I was
lasts
just gonna
25
ask that.
years without
Yeah.
having sex
I
with
think
another
they can.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25 years?
I think they can.
Yeah.
that is 2.5 decades.
My
You just gotta
grandparents.
spice the sex up.
How you know your grandparents wasn't doing nothing? They just
From
ain't
50,
say
Yeah.
from 50,
Yeah.
Your grandparents ain't tell you. They
from
had
50,
stuff going
Yeah.
from
on.
50 to 75. I know they ain't cheating. Come on, now. That's
From 50 to 75.
I
That
know
don't
they ain't
count. We
cheat.
talking about in their 20s.
I know they ain't cheating. What you mean?
Nah.
They move on
Locked in,
slow.
loyalty. 50 to 75, that's 25 years. Loyalty. What you mean?
Nah, we talking about their young, their
Yeah,
young days, from their
young
young days
grown
to
old
old
days.
days.
Yeah.
I wasn't around. I don't know.
Grandpa might have been doing this too.
If you do if a couple like our grandparents, if they were moving from young to old, I do not believe, I have not yet to this day met a couple in my life that has not had cheating in the relationship
Yeah.
physically. Like, do y'all know anybody? Just not just what they tell you. Like,
But I
for
feel like
real.
if you have that mindset, you might as well not be in a relationship because within a certain amount of time, you're going to cheat. That's basically what you're saying. Like
No,
one
I'm
of
not
us,
saying I'm
one of
gonna
us
do
is
it.
gonna have sex with somebody else.
I'm not saying I'm gonna do it, but I believe.
But you're
that
saying
the
it's
other
not
person will.
possible to be.
It's not.
So you saying
They
somebody
might come
gonna
at
do
me
it?
so
Nah,
bad
it's
today.
possible. It's
Nah.
possible. It's
possible.
possible.
It's just-
It's nothing is
just rare.
impossible in life, but it's very rare. I would go into the relationship with those with the thoughts that that's not gonna happen to me or that I'm not gonna do it, but you never know.
All right, but what
That's-
do you think causes the one of the people in a relationship to do that? To step out and go have intercourse with somebody else?
I think that
That's a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, and
that
it's
will
like-
lead to that.
I don't feel like it's possible because I feel like things can change a year. I'm a whole completely different person from who I was last year. People that I talked to a year ago, even 6 months ago, I would never talk to now if we don't speak. Like, you just change so much. So
Mhm.
2.5 decades, I'm a whole new person. If I met you when I'm 18 and now I'm 45, 50, whatever,
Mhm.
I am not the same person I was. I probably was in love with you then and I'm not now, but we're so deep in that we're trauma bonded. You probably grow apart from someone. So it could just be you fall out of love. It could be that the sex isn't the same, or maybe I don't know, like it just happens. People stop touching you, they stop looking at you the same, like they done seen you for 25 years. Like, it's how much can you really do? And then people usually get curious and they get excited and they start talking to other people. I feel like if it's not 25 years, maybe 30. Some
So-
point.
So going back to JoJo question, what do you think? What do you think causes people to cheat? If you have to just one answer.
Lack of attention. Like lack of being feeling like you're still being loved. I know a lot of females, that's what causes them to cheat. Like their partner not really being affectionate with them, showing them, like, you know how they say a man's energy in the beginning is different than when he finally gets you.
Mhm.
I feel like that could cause a female to cheat. Men, I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes, like y'all said, we get curious and want to see like with the next female. Not all men, but some.
Most.
Some. You gonna say some?
Do men really just cheat sometimes for a nut? Like you don't like the person, you love your girl,
Oh,
you love your wife, but you really just
That's 9 times out of that's
Yeah.
9.5 out of 10 times, to be
That's
honest
so
with you.
stupid.
That's all it
That's
is.
what I'm
Dumb
saying,
as
and I
shit.
feel like
But
when-
is it really justified? Like, is that justifiable to y'all? Like, honestly, do you feel like that's the reason why I did it? Like, I'm sorry that I'm like this, but that's why I did it.
I don't feel like anything that's gonna hurt your partner. I do not feel like it's justifiable, but some men just do it just cause.
See, I feel like, now think of it,
She's
30
so disgusting.
Now
yo.
exactly. Now think of it 30 years down the line. A lot of men think this way, whether they say it or not. Think of it 30 years down the line. You've seen this woman. Now especially if y'all have kids or whatever happens, you get older, your skin starts to change, your body starts to change. You're not losing weight as fast. She might be looking a little older, and you walk past a young thing. You like, damn, I need that. Then you start getting curious. You know your wife at home. It's like the same thing. It's like, I know that at some point they're going to, that's why married men be having sugar babies and
But I feel like-
girlfriends because they want young girls.
I feel like that's just a mom thing though. Like, for instance, like what you said as far as the body changing because she had kids or whatever. You gotta, as a male, you gotta look at it like you're the one that impregnated her, bro. Like, you're the reason that her body isn't the same as what it was before.
Realistically.
Because you put a kid in her.
But being human is just how you feel.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
he may not want to not feel that way, but at some point it's like, it's just certain things that attract you that person may not have anymore or that you just get used to. So I don't know, but I agree with you. Lack of attention was a good one because that's a lot for people. Guys stop doing dates and romantic things.
I think for some people it could be like a mental like depression. They going through something and that just be an outlet for them for a couple minutes or a couple moments.
I want to say it might be a little harder when you look good because it's more temptations, more people trying to get at you. So
if you get old and dusty, you don't got nothing to worry about.
but you got good genes like me.
All right. So this question kind of rub off on this topic. So could you love somebody and still cheat?
Yes, I'm gonna say yes.
Damn.
You love somebody and still cheat? You love your.
I think you can love.
Girl,
can you
your
be
boyfriend,
in
can
love
still
with
cheat?
somebody and still cheat? No. I think you can love someone and still cheat.
What's
Why
the
can't you
difference?
still be-
from-
why
There's
can't
a
you still be in
difference.
love?
That is definitely there's definitely a
Being
difference.
in love with someone is like I am in love with you. Like that's when I feel like you're head over heels. You're in that moment where you're just like I love this person. Like you want to do everything with them, be with them. But when you love, it's like when it comes to real life stuff. Like I would die for you. I love you.
Mhm.
You are important to me. But I'm just not in love with you. I don't feel those butterflies anymore.
Right.
But that person makes me feel butterflies. But I love you. I would die for you. But this girl excites me. It's the
Alright.
difference.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Being in love is being excited about somebody.
That's deep.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely a difference, but I
That's a
feel
good
like
question.
That's deep.
no, it's definitely a difference between loving somebody and being in love. But I feel like you could cheat either way
To be
You think
honest.
so?
and still love and be in love. Yeah.
Damn. If you in love and you still cheating, you need Jesus. I don't know what to tell you at that point.
You don't think them people who was together for 25 years in love?
Nah, they just love each other.
That's not deep over hills in love for the 30 years because you're not having
Yeah,
that same
at
feeling
that
you
point, it's
had
love.
within the first 5 years. At 30, it's just like I die for you. I got love for you, but you're not in love. Like, oh my God, this guy is. You've been with him for 30 years. You know every hair on his body.
All right, so
that spark is gone. You feel me?
Yeah.
so do you feel
I
as
don't
though
necessarily agree with that.
do you feel as though every relationship, because I know, like, for instance, I got friends that was together with their partner for like 7-8 years and so on, and it was one point in their relationship where they questioned, like, would it go any further? Do you feel as though a lot of couples go through that?
Wait, what is it?
Like, basically, like, you've been with this person for like God knows how long, but between that, say for like 15 years, for instance, at one point in time in that 15 years, you guys question, like, would this still work out?
Mhm.
Do you feel as though like a lot of relationships go through that? I know,
Yeah.
but why?
Majority of them do. Because something happens in that relationship that's so traumatic that you questioning yourself now.
Mhm.
Like this happened, so now it's like I don't even know if this is gonna work. I feel like every relationship like that, like it's a point of time in your relationship where you, all right, this shit might go left, like it might not. But that's the point of relationship. It's not always gonna be, the goal.
You got to make
You're
it
gonna
through.
go through the rainy days,
Mhm.
and that's the whole point of relationship. So
Yeah, I feel like that's the reason, but I also feel like we are human beings who are constantly evolving and changing and growing. So that's another reason why you question things that the things that you loved a year ago, you might not love today. So that's another reason why you go through those things where you question, is this person for me? Will they be able to provide? Like you question all those things because a year from now, you might have got a promotion at your job. You
Mhm.
might have got something, like you might have got a degree. You might have had something, and then they're not following your lead, and then you start to question, like, would this go further? Like, would it be able to go? So
Yeah.
that's a big thing, is that we're human beings who are constantly changing and evolving, and we see so many things around us. We have social media, like so many things affect our everyday decision. So that's another reason why we question almost everything in life.
Yeah. I'm a new person every day. I wake up on a different side of the bed every day. I got new opinions every day.
Yeah, like certain stuff I thought I would never do or say or stuff, like I've done it, and it's not all bad things. Like for example, when I was growing up, I said I would never call somebody my dad that's not my dad. I said that because I felt like, why would I do that? Now I have a stepdad, and it's like, that's my dad. That's that's like my real dad. So it's just like things you think you'll never do, you do it. You change. You experience love. You experience different things. So yeah, I feel like we're constantly changing and growing. That's really why we question everything and do the things that we do.
Yeah. So, how do y'all feel about in finding a partner that you want to go long term with? Do y'all feel like you can find that 100% in someone?
No.
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 Can't even get 80.
Yeah,
You get a good 70. 60.
Pros and cons and everybody.
Yeah. So there's
Nobody's
no
perfect.
100% in a relationship.
Nah, it's gonna be
Humans-
something you don't like.
Humans are the
It's gonna be
hardest
something you don't
people
like.
to deal with. They're the hardest thing to deal with. Human beings. They're so unpredictable. You never know how somebody gonna feel when they wake up the next day.
Yeah. I feel like so what's how low are y'all going in percentage?
70. You gotta at least bring 70% of what I want. I could take 30.
I'm going to calm 80.
I was gonna say 82.
75 minimum. Because I feel like what is
Yeah.
the percentage of the 75 making up and what is the percentage of the 30 making up? If it's like little things, then maybe, but
I can't go no lower than 80.
Yeah, I gotta agree with the
how do we
80.
calculate this?
So you really feel like your partner is 80% of what you want?
Yes.
Because if not, I wouldn't be with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna get 100%.
If not, you gotta accept the
This
person
ain't
flaws
building.
and all.
I
It's
mean,
a-
yeah,
it's a
but I'm
part of life.
saying, I feel like 80 is a little. I still feel like 80 is still reaching kind of high.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I say 75. I give it 75.
Anyway, I'm gonna have to go to the 70 to 75 range
Because I
because
feel
there's
like
so many things that people do that you don't like. Whether you don't like the way they joke, you don't like the way they don't prioritize certain things. You don't like that they don't buy you flowers and what. Like, it's so many things that people do that you just like.
But those are so small. Those are
they
very,
become
very
big.
small.
but they become big. It might be something important to you.
Like a joke.
Yeah,
Somebody who's consistently making
So
stupid
that's an
jokes.
asshole for a person.
Nah, those are small compared to
Nah.
the bigger things within a relationship.
Yeah, you can handle a sarcastic asshole if
Definitely
he brings a lot of
can.
stuff to the table, but that might be something that you're willing to sacrifice. Some people might not. be
They're
able to.
small, but I feel like all of those little small things start adding up.
Yeah, a sarcastic asshole gets on my nerves.
I don't know. The only reason why I say that is because the great thing about being in a relationship is that if you're in a successful one, you guys start to grow and build together. If you're not in a successful relationship where you're not building together and that hopefully that percentage goes up over time,
Mhm.
then it's not looking good. But I wouldn't take my relationship serious if it's not at like an 80%.
For you.
Yeah, for me.
Mhm.
If you not,
Like bringing at
doing
least 80% of what I need.
then I can't go no further than that. Because when you start to decrease, I think that's when your non-negotiables start to come into play. They
Mhm.
start to like tiptoe into it and you're lowering your standards. I can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like that also be what stops a lot of us from having happy relationships sometimes, because people want that 100%. And
Mhm.
sometimes we chase that 100, or we put so much pressure on the 20% or that 30% that we sacrifice the 70% is someone that might have been able to give it to us for someone that's giving us the 30% of what we wanted.
80-20
Yeah.
rule.
Exactly. So a lot of people will take those little things over someone who's doing the big important things just because they feel like that's more important at the time.
Right.
So you got to figure out what's your non-negotiables, what are your pros, your cons, what are you willing to accept and not willing to accept. That's all.
And
What it
have
is.
standards.
Yeah. Because if the bar is to the flow,
It's nice. It sound good though. It does, but
it's
I
hard.
feel like it's not real. It's not realistic. That's really not how life goes. Of course, we would all want a gentleman who take care of the kids and provide and make decent money, and we don't have to work and all that stuff. But that's not realistic. That's not what it is. So
It can be realistic. It's up to you to go and to find that person. It's
for somebody to be 100% of everything that you
not
want,
100. No, not 100. 100 is not realistic. No.
so that's what I'm saying. Like the things that I would think would be 100%. I don't think that I'm gonna find.
Okay.
But you got to be hopeful. Wishful thinking.
100%. I'm gonna no.
Yeah, you're gonna be 100. Still waiting.
I'll be 100 and
Keep
single.
waiting on that 100%. Wait on that 100%.
God sent me all those people. I'm like,
He's
I'm
not
like,
the
God,
one.
that's 99.9. Like, it's not working for me.
Like at this point, you ain't getting shit.
All right, so I was on Instagram on the Shade Room, and I seen Brittany Renner, the finesse god. You know, she about that check. She had put up a tweet that said a lot of men struggle with articulating their emotions so much so that they don't know how to handle shit when things don't go their way. So what do? They resort to trying to embarrass you so nobody else wants you. It's comical. How do you guys feel like about that?
I agree 1,000%.
Me too.
I don't know.
Do men show their emotions?
I honestly feel like men do not know how to show their emotions because of your upbringing and people told y'all that, whatever beliefs that y'all have, or like the people who raised you told you that men are not supposed to cry or stuff. But I feel like you guys do not know how to show emotions.
Not
Y'all-
all, but some.
a lot
Most.
of men,
Most.
y'all lash out, or you result to violence, or you result to disrespect, or you just shut down completely, and we
Mhm.
know nothing. Like, we don't know anything that's wrong.
To the point where they what was the second
Embarrass
part?
you or try to
Embarrass
go
you?
out their way
Yeah.
to bring you down. I
Mm.
believe that. I feel like not all men, but there's a lot of men who have a problem with rejection or have a problem with not getting things their way. Like when a lot of men that don't get things their way, it may not be trying to embarrass you like on live or something, but they will try to embarrass you, whether it's in public. They
Try to belittle you
yeah,
some
they
way,
go
somehow.
out of their way to hurt you because they don't know how to express their feeling in a healthy manner. That's a lot of guys.
No. I never really been put in that situation, so I can't really give an honest opinion about it.
So okay. So for example, like you got into an argument with a guy, or you're getting into a disagreement, and instead of just being a mature adult and coming to you and talking about how he feel in any of your relationships, he goes out of his way to do unnecessary petty bullshit. That's never happened to you.
And but it
No.
doesn't have to be something
Good.
disrespectful. It could be
Good
something
for
like
you,
just
girl.
block you out, ignore you, like don't say anything. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, but that's not really embarrassing. Because in order
not
for
that,
it to be
yeah,
embarrassing,
it don't have
has
to. Well,
be-
yeah, it don't have to be embarrassing. But
when you put it like that, then yes.
I was
but-
just speaking on them not knowing how to show their emotions in general.
Yeah, I agree with that. Them not knowing how to show their emotions, but to the point where it's like embarrassing, like, or they try to do something embarrassing. I don't know.
I could say I'm guilty on that. I shut down. I don't like expressing myself. I feel like it's a waste of time.
Why?
Cause like I think it's due to my past though, because I've been in situations like previous relationships, and it's sad to say that it affects me now. That when I've expressed myself, nothing changed. Like, and I just still got played up. So therefore, like, I just shut down. Instead of me telling you what the problem is, I just get over it myself. Like, I won't talk to you for probably like an hour or two.
But
and
do
I
you
just,
ever really get over it?
Nah, of course not. It's
So
still
you're
still
not
in the
dealing
back.
with it.
Yeah,
It's
you're not.
still in the back of my head. But
And then
for
you
the,
project that onto the next person that you deal with.
Exactly.
sadly,
So now she wants to, be your safe space, and you just shut down every time you feel away.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
that's not the way to do
That's
it.
not healthy.
But
at
I feel
all.
like, but I'm not gonna blame y'all, because I feel like also as women we have to be a safe space, and we're constantly nagging them and telling them men don't cry, or you acting like a bitch, or you doing this, or they're not gonna want to open up to us. So we have to take accountability as well and create a safe space for them to want to express themselves.
not only that, it's like, well, that too, but it's like some females tend to not like let you have a voice. So it's like, say if, for instance, if a man is doing everything, like taking care of his kid or whatever the case may be, and then he brings that up, like, I'm trying, I'm doing everything that you asked me for, I'm doing everything that I gotta do. A female will always bring up something else
That you're
like,
not doing.
exactly. So it's like,
But that's what I'm saying.
it's
We
not
have
a
to take
win.
accountability
yeah, it's
for
not
that
a win
as well.
situation. So that's why a lot of men tend to like, I'm not even about to go there with it, because at the end of the day,
It's never gonna be enough.
Yeah,
Like,
females are always gonna, and even when you guys are wrong, you still try to find a way to be 100% right. Like, the situation could be right in your face. Like, everything that we saying to y'all is facts, but somehow, some way, it's
they
like,
say he making sense what I do now.
Nah, but I feel like that's some case scenario. Some men go the quiet route, but other men, like what's her name, Brittany?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Brittany said go the embarrassing route. So
Mhm.
luckily you never had to go through it. But I've experienced a lot of men. Maybe it's just the type of men that I've attracted, but I've experienced a lot of short-tempered men that can't handle rejection. They can't handle not getting what they want. And when they feel like they're being shut down, or before even getting to get shut down, they lash out. They don't just ignore or not say it. They go on social media, or they might, some men be stretching it, breaking your stuff, chasing you down, acting crazy, screaming in front of people outside, whatever, just embarrassing you. Not all men just feel like, well, I'm gonna just let it go because she gonna react. Like, no, men be going crazy.
I could never do that, because I feel like I'm embarrassing myself at that point. Like, for real, that's some female shit that you're doing. All of that breaking stuff, especially in public, because now everybody looking at you like you a lunatic.
Nah,
I'm
everybody broke some stuff before. Don't do that.
I did. I ain't
I'm about
gonna
to say
lie.
Joe
No,
in
not
here
in public.
capping. I'm
I
about to
did. I
call
broke
his
Not in
a
bluff.
public.
phone.
Everybody
I broke a
broke some
phone.
stuff
I broke a phone. I ain't gonna lie to
Tow
you. I
truck,
broke
tow
a
truck,
phone. I
tow
broke a
truck.
phone.
Uh-huh.
I popped some tires.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, Kev, you
I'm
one
gonna call
of
his
them.
bluff. I'm
Wait,
calling
who
his bluff
tires?
up here. We ain't gonna say no names. We ain't gonna say no names.
Wait,
But I'm calling
Wait,
his
the
bluff
girl
up here.
tires?
Yeah.
I'm calling his bluff
No,
up
because
here.
I know a guy who his girl was messing with somebody else, and he popped the man time.
Oh, no, I'm not.
If you pop off for insurance,
Nah, I knew. Look, it was a beach trip. I'm like, yeah, you ain't about to go to this beach.
He said,
Started popping them shit. I get a call. She made it to the beach though. The tire popped, and guess who had to come out their pocket and pay for that car to get fixed?
Silly.
Me.
And guess who was with him when the tires popped? And I'm really thinking they was, they tires popped. So I'm like, yo, we gotta go. You gonna go pick them up or get a tow
I'm
truck?
playing
Like, I'm trying to
along.
really help this nigga.
I'm playing along like
And
I
he
don't
ain't
know
tell
shit.
you?
No, he ain't tell me
I told
until
these
months
niggas
later.
4 months later. Like, yeah,
Like, yo, T, it was me who fucked the tires up. I'm like, yo, this nigga.
But nah, I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you how all
It's
of this
crazy because you
started though.
still came to the rescue. You look crazy.
Look, I'm gonna tell you how all of this started though, right? So one day I'm in Bayonne. I'm with my boy and Shorty. My car, like everybody know I love my car, bro. I had SMD on the hood of it. Like, so she like, yo, one of your bitches keyed your car. I'm like, what? I'm looking at it.
Got
I'm
the
like,
dumb
yo.
face. What are you talking about?
I'm like, what the hell going on? So now I'm really sitting here like questioning, like, yo, I wonder who keyed my car, bro, because I'm not really dealing with nobody but you. 4 months later, come to find out, yeah, you want to know who wrote that on your car? Me. So
Oh,
guess
alright,
what? I had to
so
get
it
my
was-
get back.
I'm gonna forever get my lick back. You're
I had to
forever get my
get
lick back.
Some stuff you gotta take to the grave. I'm taking
Yeah,
that to
she
the
should've
grave.
took
You ain't
that to
catch
the
me. You ain't
grave.
catch me.
yeah, I'm holding that one down. Like, who keyed your car? I'm gonna try to catch you in something. Like, let me see what he gonna tell me on.
Mhm.
Like, yo, I was really
I'm
sitting
like, who
there.
keyed your car?
That's exactly what he
Whole
was
time
talking
it's me.
about.
I'm really questioning, like, yo, who
Flipping it around.
keyed my car, bro?
I'm mad you had Bree just going to fix the tires. You like you ain't popped them.
He
I
like,
ain't
damn,
gonna
like-
fix the tire. She
Bro,
called the tow truck.
We
She was
calling
too far.
numbers and shit.
Yeah, but I'm mad you
I'm
had
really
him
thinking
helping
some-
you,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
can't leave them stranded.
I did
They
it on
tires
like
pop.
2-3 occasions. I ain't gonna
2,
lie to you.
3.
Nah, you one of them. Oh my god.
Oh man,
Nah,
Hey, yo,
What?
that's when nah,
nutty
nah,
on here.
at that point in time, I was just on
You
some
lost your
like,
green flag.
yeah, I was on some
Green
look,
flag,
I was
yo.
on some bullshit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had to reevaluate myself. I was on some real toxic shit. Don't do that toxic shit. It's
I
bad
ain't know nothing
business.
about it. He know I would have told him about himself.
Have you ever popped tires,
Nah.
broke phones, broke anything, done
Yeah,
anything?
I definitely threw. Nah, not a phone. Was it a phone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I threw the phone like it was a football. Launched that shit. Like,
Nah,
Nigga,
that's
what you ever threw a phone and that shit ain't break?
nah, I threw
Yo.
a phone. That shit breaking.
Nah, I had a situation where my phone got thrown in the street, and to ensure it was broke, it got ran over and
shit.
then reversed.
Oh damn.
Reversed.
Nah.
He had a motive.
What you had in your phone?
I didn't want to talk about it. It wasn't even that serious. But more of the story, my phone still worked after.
What kind of phone? You had the 4. You had the thick 4.
Oh, y'all would have been tight.
And he had to pay for it. That's what I'm saying. Y'all look dumb. You did all of that and bought a new phone. You did all of that because you was mad. You keyed her car or
Short
broke
tempered.
thinged her tires,
And still
popped her
paid to get it
tires,
fixed.
and still called the tow
But
truck.
that's I feel like that's young shit. I'm not dealing with that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Y'all
not
don't.
dealing
Y'all
with
wouldn't do that no more.
We're not doing
that was
this
a
stuff
phase.
that we.
That was a
These
phase.
phones cost $1,000 a pop. Like
Nah,
we not
for
doing. We
real.
not damaging property. We not damaging each other. Like we gonna
Not
have to talk-
damaging each other.
We gonna have to talk about it.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a, that
I'm
was
not
a
keying
bad
nobody's car
phase
neither
right
because I ain't
there.
paying for it
yeah, I'm like, no.
or popping tires. If somebody fuck my car up, I'm gonna be tight. So I wouldn't even think to do all that.
All right. We gonna I'm gonna get into this last question, but we're gonna spice it up a little bit. Name something, but tell us about a time you did something sexually and you couldn't believe you did it. Like you was on some shit like, oh nah, I ain't like I really just did that shit.
First time I ate
We're
ass.
gonna spice it up. We're gonna spice it up.
Yo, he started
And
off.
you just couldn't believe yourself. Like, nah, I just didn't do that.
First time I ate ass. Swear to God, bro. I was at work. All my coworkers like, yeah, bro, you gonna try that shit one day, bro. You just gonna do it on some junk
And
shit.
you
I'm
probably
like,
was die hard. I ain't never.
hell,
done
I'm
that.
like,
Never
hell
even
no,
know
I
ass.
ain't never doing that shit. A couple of the
niggas-
homies like, yeah, bro, I did it fresh out the shower. I'm like, nah, the niggas like, yo, that shit, like, you feel me? It's gonna take her out there. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, fucking, let me try this shit one day. I was drunk. I'm like, yo, I was right, like, it's right there. So I'm like, fuck it, let me just try this shit. She
He
liked
said
it.
it's right there.
She liked that shit. And afterwards, once I sobered up, I'm like, yo, did I really just do that shit last night? She like, yeah. I'm like, damn.
You
That's
went to
not-
work and told all your friends, or you was keeping that to the
I
crib?
kept that shit to myself. Well, now y'all know, but
And everybody
yeah,
know.
the viewers, fuck it. I'm a grown man at the end of the day. It is what it is. Like, hey, you?
Right. I was about to get to him too.
That's fake personal though.
Nah. Let me think of something worse.
I mean, we being blunt.
I'm scared.
before I even say what it is,
I hope you didn't get your ass ate.
it's
Nah, he did.
come on, bro. I never got my ass
I
ate.
hope you didn't get your ass
Never
ate.
got my ass ate. Is squirting pee? I'm gonna
It's
ask that
considered.
question first before I say what it is. Is squirting piss? Cause I don't. Is it pee?
I mean,
They say
I
his-
just let when it happens, I just let that shit go on me. It is what it is, bro.
Oh, wow. Well,
So,
basically, I, let a female just squirt all over my face, and I'm like, damn. Like,
you was
This shit
shocked.
sounded
You
crazy,
was, You was
right?
amazed.
now I'm like, damn, I really just did that shit. Like,
Nah.
I'm sitting there getting wet. Shit just smacked me. I'm like, nah, I'm on some bullshit.
He like a little kid in the playground. At the
I need some goggles, nigga. I'm on some bullshit.
He said, "Wait, no pineapples."
My boy was taking a shower.
Nah, for me, the only you wanna go?
No, you can go.
For me, the one thing I did that I thought you said that I thought I wouldn't do, or that.
Like, you couldn't believe yourself afterwards. Like, wow, I really just did that.
Well, something that I did that I thought that I would never do was have sex with a female. That was never my style. Like I was never into it. Yeah. It happened, and then yeah. So that's the only thing I did. I was just like, nah, this is wild gay. Like, why did I say like,
Hey, yo.
but yeah, no. So that's the only thing I did that I wouldn't have called that in my future. But it definitely happened.
Wow, we got two more.
Dang.
Two more.
Nah,
Now y'all last two, y'all gotta get spicy.
I don't
don't
know.
have- no, let me
I'm
really
so
think.
boring.
I hate to. First off, you stole one that was in my head.
What? Oh,
I was gonna say eating vagina. That is so gay. Like when I think about it, sober and not
yeah.
in a regular state of mind, that is.
When I look back, I'm like, that was so gay. Like, why?
Yeah,
would you
I
do
can't
that?
believe I did that. Like after, I'm like, oh my god, like that is so weird to me. Like it's not weird, but it was just so weird in the moment. Like I can't believe I just did that. But probably the second, well, the other thing since you already said that would be I gotta think because this is hard.
It's a little personal. That's why. You
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, what have I done, bro? You gotta go.
It's for being blunt.
You gotta
The
go. You
pressure on
gotta
him
go.
now.
Signed
though.
up for. You
The
signed up to be
pressure on
blunt,
him
right?
now. And we got a view in here, so watch what you say.
Let me
What was the question again?
Nah, you know the question. What's something you did in the bedroom that you thought you would never do, or that you had to take a moment like, nah, I'm wilding. Like,
She definitely can't say she ate some ass.
well, maybe not you.
Shit, I hope not. We gonna end the show early tonight.
He said, turn all the levels down.
I
Or you
think-
might have said something that you felt like, oh, I'm wilding. I should never said that.
I think mine would be having sex with someone I just met. Like,
Like a one night stand.
yeah, like within the same day, like met you in the morning and had sex
You was
that
like,
night.
damn, I'm wildin'. Like, I honestly, I don't know. I don't feel like I did anything crazy. But I'm gonna have to go with probably like, what's that called when you act? What's the name for it?
The role play.
Role play? Yo, that sounds so weird.
What you
but-
had on?
It's not that bad though.
I never-
Role play.
No,
Oh,
but like
whatever.
no, but when you think about it, I was dead ass acting.
For real.
Wait, because I was.
Did you
dead
have
ass-
an outfit on though?
No.
Oh, okay.
What was your character?
Stop.
You was Red Robin?
Nah, y'all want to know my character?
Nah, you was some bullshit. I already
It was a he was a professor and I failed my test.
Oh my god.
I failed my test.
say you were bad. Wait, did y'all
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah, I
y'all
felt
playing
my
it?
test.
No.
Nah.
Honestly, I don't know how it happened. We
What you said, like,
nah, I can't
failed,
tell
like,
y'all
you
that. I
had-
can't.
He was a professor. I felt sad.
come on, you
So
He
what
was
you gonna
a-
do
he
for this
was a-
break?
He was a professor. Just know that.
I hate that role.
Yes, I don't know how that happened.
Give us one line.
No, I can't. No, I'm taking that one to the grave.
It's
I
definitely-
can't believe
She
I
said,
did
hello,
that.
professor.
Yeah. He definitely like, so what you gonna do for this A? I gave you an F, but we could change it to an A. So what you want to do?
He put his leg up. He put his leg up.
You put that suit back in. What you want to do?
It was that or it was doctor. It It was one of those. Either way, it wasn't planned. It just happened. It was at first we was joking, but then we just kept doing it, and it was.
I play
I'm
too much of
cringing.
shit like that.
I was cringing too.
I
It was.
play too
I
much.
would never.
Yeah,
plan it.
I'm too like goofy. I can't do
Yeah,
that.
I burst out and laugh.
But see, I thought that's something that I was like even now, if you ask me, I would never sign up to just like
Role play?
I'm not gonna practice. I'm not getting an outfit. Like it was literally just something that I did, and after I'm like, that was mad weird. Like why did we just do that just now? But that was something that I did. I'm being blunt. There y'all go.
Right.
I'm letting one of my cats out the bag.
Not the professor though. Now I just see somebody in a long
Professor Ogilvy.
jacket. Like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Nah,
too,
not Professor
Ogilvy.
Ogilvy.
yeah.
All right, so each and every Sunday from 8 to 10:30, being blunt, we in here, tune in. We live every Sunday. I mean, give us feedback on Instagram, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. What's our Twitter account name?
Being blunt.
All right, being blunt. We'll start having guests up here soon. If you want to be a guest, just simply DM us, let us know what's going on. We'll get back to you. And what else? Anybody else got anything to say before we log out?
Like, comment, share, subscribe, send y'all stories in, send y'all questions in so you can be featured in the next video. We appreciate all of y'all, and we'll catch y'all next episode.
No being blunt is what we do.